Hi Taurus, this is Maggie. I'm doing just a very brief general reading for January 2020. So happy New Year's. Um, so if you're Taurus rising, or Taurus moon, you can look into this. However, I go into a lot more detail in my monthlies. So this is like just a mini. This is just like a mini 9-minute generalized thing. So of course you need all your birth info to have it accurate. So anyway, I wanted to look at the transits for you. So I just picked a random date to draw a wheel because I read symbols the best. So I chose May 5th, 1979 at Los Alamos, California at 3 p.m. So anyway, the moon in the north node. Also, I chose for the transits the day of the lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse is happening in Cancer, 20 degrees Cancer, and it's conjuncting it's together with the North Node in Cancer, the ecliptic, and it's opposing, it's on the Capricorn Cancer axis where all the action has been, all these eclipses, all these years, all these years. So um, for you, what's going on in your well, the day of the eclipse, of course, is the sun. The sun is in Capricorn. Well, in this chart, it's 19 degrees Capricorn. So the eclipse actually is at 20 degrees Cancer. So if you have 20 degrees Cancer, it'll definitely affect you, or anything within 5 degrees of that. But so Capricorn, to start with Capricorn, that's where most of the planets are, has Pluto, Saturn, building structure, the ruler of ruler of Capricorn. And you're an earth sign anyway, so you kind of can relate to another fellow earth sign. You're in trine with Capricorn, very earthy. However, you're very fixed, and Capricorn is cardinal. That's where all the action is. So for you, the action is Jupiter's in the fourth house in this particular chart in Capricorn. Mercury's in Capricorn. And the rest, it shows in your fifth house. Your fifth house of Leo's house. Leo's house of fun, joy, um, creativity, having children. The heart, it's ruled by the heart. So Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, and Venus and Jupiter are all in Capricorn for you. In this, it shows mostly the fifth house, and Mercury, the planet of communication, is in the. Let me just make sure. It's 18 degrees Capricorn. So, yeah, they're very prominent in this lunar eclipse. That will certainly affect everybody. Your other transits going on, you've got Mars transiting Sagittarius. So if you want to travel or take a class, study, do a webinar, any kind of higher learning, philosophy, law, uh, teaching, and traveling, just some kind of adventure, short trips, learning a new language, or maybe you just might happen to work with a lot of foreigners. Um, Uranus is the main transit for you, but I'll get to that in a moment. Venus is in Aquarius. It's in Aquarius, so that's very good for communication, for media, uh, friends, people, humanity. Uh, yeah, starting anything, any kind of a media startup. It's a good time for that with Venus in Aquarius. Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces. This shows it in your seventh house of relationships. So uh, there could be some idealizing relationships. Chiron's in Aries. And yeah, that can cause some insecurity. It's the wounded healer, so a little inner wounding, insecurity. You have it also in your seventh house. But again, this is general. It's general, so you can't do a lot in like a 9-minute generalized. Um, so I'm just going to get to the main transit going on for you is Uranus. For 7 years you've got Uranus in Taurus. Um, So you could use your Uranus to work independently, buy land, uh, work the land. There's just so many different ways. Things are changing. Our whole world view of the earth is changing. But, Taurus is the money house. It's what you value. It's, it rules the second house. So for the next 7 years, you may want to consider how to change. It'll kind of just happen to you. You can't always plan Uranus because it's sudden unexpected events. So maybe, and it's also independent and liberating. So you may want to liberate yourself and maybe make your assets in a different way. Or we'll see. We'll see how it plays out for you. I'd love to hear about it. Hear about it because currently it is. Uranus is currently only 2 degrees. It's very, very slow moving. So we're only beginning to hear about it. But there will be massive, massive changes. Uh, yeah, so the eclipse in the North Node, there will be changes in your, it will affect your Cancer Capricorn axis. Um, yeah, and this particular chart has the moon in North Node in your 10th house. That's the midheaven, your career. Um, so it could be home and family versus career. It's the opposition. It's kind of a tug of war. So you want to keep your core self together, while at the same time you're in the public eye in the work world. Or you may work from home. That's a possibility too, a very good possibility, especially working from home with electronics, because Uranus would be electronics. It rules Aquarius. Venus is also in Aquarius, so that's working with, making new friends, groups, maybe leading groups, um, save the earth groups, climate change groups, or anything to do with the media. So since both Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is also the ruler of Aquarius. And since Venus is in Aquarius, you could have very good luck using Aquarius's ruler, Uranus, one of them, which is now in your sign, to use it in the media. I mean, like any 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 kind of a startup or like YouTube channel or Etsy or something, I think you would have very, very good luck with. Um, yeah, so that's about it. This is very short, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and Happy New Year, Taurus. You're pretty awesome.